has opened up again. NBA teams used to not have a place for high school players. The D-League could serve in that regard now, but having a restriction is something that I think has helped the NBA. I actually would like to see it be 20 years old.
Me too. The 76ers shooting the ball at 42%. Roten kicks to Noel. Feeds it to Covington. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And now Sacramento on the break.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
Yeah, defensively, some really good pressure being applied, though, so you've got to give credit there. It seems like they've been rattled a little bit.
Greg, you think they've been rattled?
They have, Kevin, but that's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far. And the 76ers making a change here.
Wood. Number 12.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. And there's the pass to Roten.
Well, we all know that #1 overall picks are incredibly valuable. I mean, they can change the course and face of an entire franchise. Last season, the playoffs were full of teams that featured #1 overall picks.
And that's how you take the steal and turn it into a transition opportunity.
I think that's the perfect time to do it, Greg. I mean, those few seconds after the turnover, strike right away because the defense has no chance to get organized.
To the paint, here's Holmes. Got a piece of it, but they get it back. To the inside. And stolen by Roten. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Covered by Beasley. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Just a total loss of concentration right there.
And, Greg, if they continue to make those kinds of mistakes, then this game could turn even more south on them, and sour.
Here's Smart. And again, it's Sacramento converting. And, guys, teams with the #1 overall pick tend to go very deep in the playoffs, just the nature of how the NBA lottery and rebuilding structure works.
Yeah, and in the playoffs last season, every team in the conference semis but one had a #1 overall pick on their roster, so that one team was the Grizzlies.
Beasley outside. Again, Sacramento.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here. Boy, and this run really triggered by their transition offense.
And you can see the momentum swinging now. They've gotten a huge boost of energy, and now the offense starting to click.
They get it back. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 14-2 run here. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And it's 13 points for Beasley.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
Ranger with the rebound.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself. Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top. You know, guys, in a draft that had a lot of top-tier big men as the top picks, Willie Cauley-Stein is a little bit the forgotten man, if you will. But he can be a very impactful player now and down the road as well.
Greg, with Cauley-Stein, his defense is the first thing that you notice. Very adept at shot blocking already. Does a lot of things, Clark, very well.
But, Kevin, I think it's his agility and the way he moves his feet defensively as a 7-footer. He literally can defend all 5 positions.
That's a great point. His perimeter defense, I mean, against smaller players, something to behold.
Outstanding.
A platoon swap here for Sacramento.
Well, you know, one season in the books with the NBA's new replay center, and so far, so good. I mean, the replays are averaging about 45 seconds apiece, and getting the officials the angles they need quickly to make the right call.
To end the drought, that one goes. Count it.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
76ers ball.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, it's been really sloppy out there.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. 6 to shoot. From the arc. They get the rebound. And that one's good. Roten.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
And with the new replay center, the league also going for more transparency. People expect it now, Clark, and they're officiating.
Yeah, and I don't mind that. Evaluating the most scrutinized calls and non-calls of the games in those last 2 minutes, that's a positive. Things are continuing to change, I think, for the better in that regard.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious. Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Tony Roten. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. The 76ers retain possession. Here's Wood. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Sacramento's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Russell, no good.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Embiid the screen to the inside. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
Did not need 2 hands for that slam.
You know, he can save the other hand for the next time.
One will do just fine.
Yeah, but just to switch it up a little bit. And around the NBA, there are some who want to redo how the NBA lottery works. They feel it punishes teams for trying at the end of the season and instead rewards others who maybe aren't doing as well.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Guarded by McLemore to the paint. Embiid comes with a double team. Looking to end his cold spell. That's good.
Even double team. He had the vision to see the open man.
Embiid sets the pick for Russell. In it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
Guarded by McLemore. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Fadeaway. That's short off the rim.
The fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And for Sacramento, their shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Embiid the screen. The drive by Russell. They get it back. Embiid sets the pick for Russell. Goes back up. Again, Russell missing.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
To the middle.
And just way too early to tell how this year's group of rookies will turn out. But just from an early look, they seem to be a group that can contribute. Definitely not going to be a class with a small impact on the league. And another miss. Whew, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
Good. With the 2015 draft class, the big thing is how many guys are polished coming into the NBA. It's a good blend of raw talent and certainly skill.
Yeah, I like the way you said that. This class will always be headlined by the two big men, but there's a lot of value throughout the rest of the draft, too.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And Embiid with the block. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Finished off the break.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Pass to Wood. He kicks to Stauskas. Wood passes to Grant. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots. The good-looking shot from the wing. So it's Sacramento now. Kicks it to Russell. Picked by Randall. Russell dishes to Randall. Back to Russell.
And in the past, the NBA had the All-Star break for just an extended weekend. Last year, they gave the players a full week off. It seemed to be received positively by everyone.
What do you do with that guy? With his handles, he abuses defenders.
Down low. Wood with the bucket.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Kings.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And in the season series, they'll end up taking the upper hand with the first victory for this matchup with a 1-0 record against the 76ers.
Guys, death always a factor in wins like this, and what an incredible game out of nowhere it was for Embiid. He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
The All-Star break in 2015 was just a bit over a week. Those extra days, Clark, for most players, really rested some guys up.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think it was a nice move. You play those 82 games, you need more than just a few days break during the middle part of the season, so I like that move a lot.
Grant kicks to Sampson. Lets it go from 11. Off his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. .32 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Grant, and the layup's good off the glass.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Al Russell, picked by Randall. Fires for 3, and Russell gets it to go.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
To the paint. Here's Wood. And Embiid pulls it down. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. They won